Today, I share something from oral history that takes us back to a significant moment in the history of Mohiniyattam. The patrons, students, and others closely associated with the classes at Kerala Kalamandalam in 1950s remember the charming, soft-spoken, graceful Mohiniyattam teacher, Guru Thottasseri Chinnammuvamma. She was the one who passed the fragments of her early trainings in Mohiniyattam on to the next generation within the institutional setting that later developed into a very popular school of Mohiniyattam. Chinnammuvamma received her training under Gurus Kanjoor Krishnan Nambuthirippad, a well-known dance teacher and exponent of Kaigotikali, and Appuredathu Krishna Panikar, a prominent Nattuvan or Ashan of that time. Her training continued until her early teens. After that, like many girls from the early lineage, she stepped away from the dance form as Mohiniyattam was no longer widely accepted in the society at the time, and several practitioners discontinued or forcefully stopped teaching and performing Mohiniyattam. She later married Madhavan Nair, who was associated with dance drama productions and worked as a percussionist. Years later, when Kalamandalam began rebuilding Mohiniyattam program, the authorities located Chinnammuvamma, a native of Pazhayanur village, after an extensive search for Mohiniyattam dancers. Today, I would like to share some memories of the late art scholar Kanjoor Krishnan Nambuthirippad, who was closely associated with Kalamandalam in the 1950s, and his recollection of Chinnammuvamma's first performance happened in Kalamandalam. As he remembers, it was an annual day celebration of Kalamandalam. On that occasion, the founder, poet Vallathol Narayana Menon, announced that they are going to restart regular dance training for girls. Bharatanatyam and Mohiniyattam were both included in the dance training program. For Bharatanatyam, an artist was sent to Tamil Nadu for advanced training. But finding a suitable teacher for Mohiniyattam was so difficult. Eventually, they found a middle-aged woman who was trained in Mohiniyattam, and Vallathol announced that she would perform Mohiniyattam for the audience that day itself. Kanjoor also recalls that the Bharatanatyam teacher trained from Tamil Nadu was Perumangotte Kilakke Variyathu Krishnankutti Variyar, who studied under Chokkalingam Pillai in the Varavur style. Krishnankutti Variyar and his brother Achyuta Variyar were the dance teachers at Kalamandalam. They taught the students several semi-classical dances and Bharatanatyam. According to Kanjoor, Chinnammuvamma presented a Cholketta and a Varnam in Yadugula Kamboji Ragam with Telugu lyrics. The performance was simple and graceful, though he notes a few rhythmic slips and minor issues in the lyrical rendering. She appeared in a white sari with a dark green border and a dark green blouse. Her hair was neatly braided and decorated with jasmine flowers. And she wore traditional ornaments. The percussionist were placed behind the dancer, and there was no separate vocalist. She sang the songs and danced. Her husband played the percussion. As he remembers, it was mridangam. After the performance, Kanjoor asked Chinnammuvamma about other items in her repertoire. With a gentle smile, she replied that she could not clearly remember many pieces, as she had trained in Mohiniyattam only until the age of 13. At that time, she was in her mid-40s. Kanjoor was a part of Bharatanatyam and Kathakali classes as a supporting musician and had photographed performances and several moments at Kalamandalam. He notes that very few adavus were formally structured in the early Mohiniyattam classes. With constant support and guidance from other artists at Kalamandalam, Chinnammuvamma gradually recollected and taught a few more pieces from her memory. Chinnammuvamma did not introduce new choreographies by herself. The expansion of the repertoire happened later, particularly after her student Kalamandalam Satyabhama became a teacher at Kalamandalam. In her later years, Chinnammuvamma also worked as the girls' hostel warden at Kalamandalam, taking care of students and continuing to observe classes even when she was no longer able to stand and dance. With the support of senior students like Satyabhama, she remained closely connected to the learning process for several years. Oral histories like this are always rich with lived detail and first-hand memory. So this piece of memory offers small yet valuable glimpses into the early repertoire, costume practices, and some forgotten moments in the history of Mohiniyattam.